Claude Sonnet 4.6 is Anthropic's most capable sonnet model yet. It's a full upgrade of the model's skills across coding, computer use, long context reasoning, agent planning, knowledge work, and design. Sonnet 4.6 also features a 1M token context window in beta. For those on their free and pro plans, Claude Sonnet 4.6 is now the default model in Claude.ai and Claude Cowork. Pricing remains the same as Sonnet 4.5, starting at $3.15 per million tokens. Sonnet 4.6 brings much improved coding skills to more of their users. Improvements in consistency, instruction following, and more have made developers with early access prefer Sonnet 4.6 to its predecessor by a wide margin. They often even prefer it to Anthropic's smartest model from November 2025, Claude Opus 4.5. Performance that would have previously required reaching for an Opus-class model, including on real-world, economically valuable office tasks, is now available with Sonnet 4.6. The model also shows a major improvement in computer use skills compared to prior Sonnet models. As with every new Claude model, Anthropic has run extensive safety evaluations of Sonnet 4.6, which overall showed it to be as safe as, or safer than, their other recent Claude models. Their safety researchers concluded that Sonnet 4.6 has a broadly warm, honest, prosocial, and at times funny character, very strong safety behaviors, and no signs of major concerns around high-stakes forms of misalignment. Computer use. Almost every organization has software it can't easily automate, specialized systems and tools built before modern interfaces like APIs existed. To have AI use such software, users would previously have had to build bespoke connectors. But a model that can use a computer the way a person does changes that equation. In October 2024, Anthropic were the first to introduce a general-purpose computer-using model. At the time, they wrote that it was still experimental, at times cumbersome and error-prone, but they expected rapid improvement. OS World, the standard benchmark for AI computer use, shows how far their models have come. It presents hundreds of tasks across real software running on a simulated computer. There are no special APIs or purpose-built connectors. The model sees the computer and interacts with it in much the same way a person would, clicking a virtual mouse and typing on a virtual keyboard. Across 16 months, their Sonnet models have made steady gains on OS World. The improvements can also be seen beyond benchmarks. Early Sonnet 4.6 users are seeing human-level capability in tasks like navigating a complex spreadsheet or filling out a multi-step web form before pulling it all together across multiple browser tabs. The model certainly still lags behind the most skilled humans at using computers, but the rate of progress is remarkable nonetheless. It means that computer use is much more useful for a range of work tasks and that substantially more capable models are within reach. At the same time, computer use poses risks. Malicious actors can attempt to hijack the model by hiding instructions on websites in what's known as a prompt injection attack. Anthropic has been working to improve their model's resistance to prompt injections. Their safety evaluations show that Sonnet 4.6 is a major improvement compared to evaluating Claude Sonnet 4.6. Beyond computer use, Claude Sonnet 4.6 has improved on benchmarks across the board. It approaches Opus-level intelligence at a price point that makes it more practical for far more tasks. You can find a full discussion of Sonnet 4.6's capabilities and its safety-related behaviors in their system card. In Claude Code, Anthropic's early testing found that users preferred Sonnet 4.6 over Sonnet 4.5 roughly 70% of the time. Users reported that it more effectively read the context before modifying code and consolidated shared logic rather than duplicating it. This made it less frustrating to use over long sessions than earlier models. Users even preferred Sonnet 4.6 to Opus 4.5, Anthropic's frontier model from November, 59% of the time. They rated Sonnet 4.6 as significantly less prone to over-engineering and laziness, and meaningfully better at instruction following. They reported fewer false claims of success, fewer hallucinations, and more consistent follow-through on multi-step tasks. Sonnet 4.6's 1M token context window is enough to hold entire code bases, lengthy contracts, or dozens of research papers in a single request. More importantly, Sonnet 4.6 reasons effectively across all that context. This can make it much better at long horizon planning. They saw this particularly clearly in the vending bench arena evaluation, which tests how well a model can run a simulated business over time, and which includes an element of competition, with different AI models facing off against each other to make the biggest profits. Sonnet 4.6 developed an interesting new strategy. It invested heavily in capacity for the first 10 simulated months, spending significantly more than its competitors, and then pivoted sharply to focus on profitability in the final stretch. The timing of this pivot helped it finish well ahead of the competition. Early customers also reported broad improvements, with front-end code and financial analysis standing out. Customers independently described visual outputs from Sonnet 4.6 as notably more polished, with better layouts, animations, and design sensibility than those